Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you as always by MEOR DC. Find out about what we do at MEORDC.com or on Facebook. You'll learn about our programs there, including the MEOR Israel trip, an amazing 2.5-week trip to Israel that combines Jewish learning and touring and lots of fun. We do that in the summer and usually in the winter as well. And why am I mentioning that specifically now? Because I want to express our thanks to several individuals who have helped contribute for this summer's MEOR Israel trip. $500 is the sponsorship per student to help defray the cost. It's much more than that, but $500 helps sponsor one student for our MEOR Israel trip. And I want to thank the following. We want to thank the following: Dr. Sheldon and Marcia Meth for sponsoring one student, Dr. Stanley and Donna Stoller for sponsoring one student, Mr. Barry and Amy Fieldman for sponsoring one student, Mr. Gary and Julie Black, right up the street from me, sponsoring 2 students, and finally, Mr. and Mrs. Eric Zaks from my hometown of West Hartford, Connecticut, sponsoring 7 students for this summer's MEOR Israel trip, which leaves in just 2 weeks' time, God willing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you're doing is helping us achieve the goals we're trying to achieve, which is to teach people more about their Judaism, about the depth and beauty of Jewish learning. Thank you, and may you, all of you, and everybody else listening, have lots of bracha, hatzlacha, blessing, and success in all your endeavors. Now, contributing to a good cause, like helping Jewish people learn more about Torah and the land of Israel, ties into this week's Torah portion. Why? This week's portion is Emor in the book of Leviticus, Vayikra. And we have here a commandment, a mitzvah, that is in a sense the summation and the pinnacle of all the other commandments. And on the flip side, a sin, a transgression that is the summation, lo aleinu, of all the sins in the Torah, in a sense. What am I talking about? It says here, chapter 22, verse 31, Hashem says, "You shall observe my commandments and perform them. I am Hashem." Listen closely. V'lo sischalalu eshem kadshi. You shall not desecrate my name, my holy name. V'nikdashti. Rather, and I shall be sanctified b'soch b'nei Yisrael, amidst the children of Israel. Ani Hashem mikadishchem. I am Hashem who makes you holy. Don't desecrate my holy name. Rather, sanctify my holy name. We'll start from the back first. This is sanctifying God's name is called Kiddush Hashem. And the opposite is Chilul Hashem, desecrating God's name. And there's a lot to say about each of these things. There's a certain application of, let's say, sanctifying God's name, Kiddush Hashem, which I hope we'll never be faced with. If a Jewish person gives up his or her life defending the Torah or standing firm, following the Torah, not giving into idolatry or other cardinal sins, that's called dying, sanctifying God's name, dying al Kiddush Hashem. Hopefully, Jews have faced that in our history. Hopefully, we'll never have to do that. But we should try to live every day sanctifying God's name. How? With our integrity, with our honesty, with our faith, announcing to the world and living by the truth that there is a creator and there's meaning to life. When we live in a way that brings glory to Hashem, to the Torah, to the Jewish people, that's living a Kiddush Hashem. And the opposite is Chilul Hashem. Chilul, like the word halal, a corpse. Because when we don't live up to what a Jewish person should be, we deprive Judaism and Hashem himself, so to speak, of all the life and the vitality. We make our Torah like a corpse. Let's live al Kiddush Hashem like our donors tonight. Have a wonderful Shabbos. We'll talk more. Good Shabbos.